Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here, and welcome to another episode of the Sitrep. And please welcome my guest tonight, Prime Dynamixx from the YouTube channel TF Marauders. Now, I met Prime at TFCON Chicago. Actually, not at TFCON Chicago. I met you in the parking lot of a pizza joint.
That's right.
When I was going to TFCON Chicago, going to Chicago, my goal in life was I had to have a Chicago deep dish pizza. And bucket list accomplished. We went, we had one. It was glorious. And we only were able to eat 2 slices, and it did us in.
Yeah, and the worst heartburn I've ever had in my life. I'm from California, I'm from the Bay Area, so our pizza slices are way thinner than what Chicago was offering. So
California pizza is like super thin with broccoli and feta and stuff on it.
Yeah,
right?
I don't do all of that. That's more SoCal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they put hummus and unnecessary shit. Or they're like rosemary.
Keep that shit.
You're right.
But I did tell you last time we chatted, I was actually on Prime's channel, TF Marauders, last week, and we had a blast. And I told him, I said, man, I have to get you on my channel. We just had a hoot. It was a good time. And I told him I was so impressed with that Chicago deep dish pizza. I found out that they deliver. You can order, and frozen pizza will come to your door. And I had some arrive yesterday, and that's what we had for dinner tonight. Guess how many pieces I ate here at the house?
1.
2. That's all I could do.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, at least this time you could put it in your own fridge instead of the hotel.
I have a microwave this time. That was
Amen.
The worst part is we took our leftover pizza to our hotel room. The hotel room didn't have a microwave. And I'm a guy, you're a guy. We've ate cold pizza before.
Yep.
You cannot eat cold Chicago deep dish pizza. It's like eating a block of cheese with tomato sauce on top. It was
exactly. It wasn't for me. Yeah, that next day I looked at it and I was just like, nope, not doing this. I'll just wait to eat.
Oh, we're not making fun of Chicago pizza, my man. I love it. It's glorious. It is.
You just got to be in shape to eat it.
We're very, very hungry. Who is this? Tractor Guy. Thank you very much. Well, I guess you could be talking to him too. Well, we both appreciate you. Glad you love our videos. Hey, and it's Deluxe Baldwin. Did you get to meet this guy too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we
he's a real tall fella.
Yeah, that's my dude right there. Got to meet him in LA and had dinner with him and his lovely wife, and we had a good time. That's my man right there. And he's coming on the show.
Oh, excellent. Good. You'll enjoy your time with him too. We met at the pizza place too. We were all there.
Yep. That's one guy you just put up there, TNT. He's also a Marauder. So
he's a Marauder?
Yes, sir.
Hello, TNT. Happy late Veterans Day. Thank you very much. I enjoyed Veterans Day. Went out to get all the free meals I could. I had to make that Iraq trip worthwhile.
All right.
Applebee's had the best. Well, anyway, now that everybody's getting into the chat, let me tell you how the Sitrep works. Sitrep is based on a military thing called the Situation Report, and I'm doing a situation report on you and your channel. I have 10 questions for you, 5 questions regarding you as a Transformers toy collector, and 5 questions regarding you as a YouTuber. And then after the questions are over and done with, we will get into the audience. I love doing the live streams. I love interacting with people. You saw how I was at TFCon, so we will get into it. Sit reps tend to derail gloriously, and we just roll with it.
Fair enough.
Let's do this. So starting off as a toy collector, Transformer toy collector, number 1, what is the appeal of Transformers for you?
Well, it goes back to September 17, 1984, 2:30 p.m. Tuesday. I think that's the day. Doing my homework, kindergarten, sitting at the table. Usually my mom would not allow us to watch TV, but if we were doing what we were supposed to do, we could watch TV while we do homework. And happened to take a glance at the TV, and I saw a red truck turn into a robot. Lost my mind. Went over to the TV, went to go look and see what's going on. Hear that wonderful theme song we all know and love. And I didn't blink for like 30 seconds. Darted to the kitchen, say, "Hey mom, you gotta let me not do my homework right now. I know it's important, but this is more important. Transformers, I gotta watch this." And it's been that way ever since, man. That's been my love.
So, with seeing the cartoon, what was the first toy that you got? What was your first Transformer figure?
So like many collectors, we didn't have, the best financial planning growing up. So I would get like weird Transformers that wasn't even in the cartoon. Like my dad would bring home like a Chevy Nova or some Pacer or some shit that didn't even have anything to do with the show. But my first toy was, I believe it was Roll Bar. I would have settled for a Happy Meal cheeseburger if it was me. But yeah, they gave me all types of weird toys. Yeah. So Roll Bar was first, and then Dirge. And then I lost his arms in my uncle's truck. And I didn't talk to my uncle for like a year because he wouldn't look for them. And then he sold the car. So I had an armless Dirge.
That was the one bad thing about G1s, because they were all based on those Diaclone figures. It was all those pieces and parts, especially the Seekers. My God, you had the main body, the two wings, the tail fins, the tail rudders, the landing gear, the null rays, the missiles, the launchers, fists. I mean, everything kept falling off. Hey,
so you need like a fanny pack for that.
Oh, no. I had some kind of, maybe mom's Tupperware is where I kept all my weapons in. And of course, what's funny, if I pull it up right now, I still have G1 weapons in Tupperware. So,
yeah, see, I'm doing that now. Now I keep all my stuff in Ziploc bags, and then I bought me a nice little printer so I could just tape what's in there.
Now, Walmart has these plastic stackable shelves. They're made out of plastic. They're lined up under this desk right here. I've got weapons in one, Toyhax in another, 3D printed stuff, all kinds of stuff. Highly recommend that. Got to be organized.
That's what I need to do, because I got weapons all over the place. But the cool part is, like, I can see a weapon on the floor, like, oh, that belongs to Grimlock. So I know whose weapon is whose.
My wife cleaned in here one time, knocked the gun out of one of the figures' hands. Of course, she didn't know where it went. She just placed it on the shelf. I think it was a few days later, I walked in, I came down, and I was like, hey, where's Jazz's gun? And she just looked at me.
That's how you know you got a problem.
Exactly. All right. Well, there's the appeal. So the appeal for you is more or less, it was the cartoon, it's the story, right?
Yep. It's the story, man. Like I said, when in the 80s, all my friends, at school had them. And I had a neighbor who was blessed. He was the only child. It was just me and my brother growing up, my mom and my dad. And so he had everything, but he was so kind. Shout out to Ricky, wherever you are. He used to allow us to play with his toys. He had the whole lineup, everything you could think of. Just blessed. And 9 out of 10 times, my parents would only buy us half of the combiner. So we would get like a leg and an arm. We never got the body part. The best thing we ever got growing up was the vehicle Voltron. That's why I prefer the vehicles over the Lions, because there were more pieces to play with back then.
So I don't think I ever had a Voltron figure. I remember watching a cartoon, but I never got into Voltron. Had a few GoBots, had some Zybots, had some converters. And of course,
I think we
Transformers was established. All those other random bots went away, and it was Transformers only. What was the old G1 commercial? Only we deserve the right to be called Transformers. Remember?
Exactly. Yep. That's the commercial. The GOAT right there.
Came out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's move on to number 2. Aside from Generation 1, which is always the right answer, what is your favorite Transformers fiction?
Ooh.
You now.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if I have one. Fiction. Maybe
Beast
Prime?
Wars, Armada, Prime.
I would say probably Prime. I have to give it to Prime. I think that was the suitable one, but then I enjoyed it and made it a little bit more. So I'm kind of stuck between those two.
Prime surprised me. Of course, if you think about any of the cartoons that's come out the last few years, they always start out for the kids.
Right.
And then about halfway through season 1, they realize, hey, the kids aren't watching these, it's the adults.
Right.
Because Prime got pretty dark quick. Same as Beast Wars. Beast Wars started out super goofy. And about halfway through, the whole attitude of that show changed.
Well, let me apologize to the fans for a sec, because I tried to watch Beast Wars so many times, and I just can't do it. I stumbled across that cartoon. I was like, okay, I'm pumped up. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to watch it. And I just can't do it. So when we got to Transformers Prime, I was like, hey, I can get down with this, even though the little girl annoyed me. But, this was a Transformer show that I could stomach. But I'm so G1, I just can't look at another universe like I can with G1. But animated makes me laugh. I like that one.
See, I was that way with animated. I still can't get into that because that animation throws me off so bad. It's kind of like when I used to read the comic books. If a comic has shitty art, I can't get into it.
It's bad. I will say it's bad. I've tried to get into the toys when they release them. Every time I just say, I'm gonna get this. Then I see them in store, I put it back.
But if you want to enjoy Beast Wars, I would recommend trying it again, but try to go halfway through season 1 because they tie Beast Wars into Generation 1. And
I've seen that episode.
They actually find the Ark.
I've seen that episode. And that's probably about the highlight of the show for me. It's like watching Transformers on Nintendo 64. I just can't do it. I don't know if it's ahead of its time, and maybe if they tried it again, I'd probably be more open to it. I wasn't a fan of the art style, and the story just was a little bit dry to me, even though there's a lot of continuity there that represents the G1. But just sitting through it, I just couldn't adapt to it. I'm so G1 that I'm having a tough time pivoting to another variation of Transformers.
For me now, watching it, it throws me off as the animation, the characters don't cast shadows. They didn't design shadows for the figures.
Right.
Right.
Now, I will say this. Now, Dinobot, flipping sides and, meeting his demise. Sorry, spoiler, but I thought that was pretty cool. I did like that part.
I remember when they first introduced Megatron, when he absorbed G1 Megatron's spark and became the dragon. I was calling stores around. I said, does that figure exist? And I remember going to a Kmart like an hour away to find that figure, bring it home.
So you did get it?
Oh yeah, he's still sitting right up there.
Oh, beautiful.
Somewhere up there.
Behind all those Optimus Prime. You got like 50 of them up there?
50? Shoot, no. I don't know. I got more Primes than Megatrons. Actually, my Megatrons are all 1, 2, 3 shelves up. Then there's more Megatrons here. Then I have Primes and Megatrons right here. I mean, they're everywhere.
That's beautiful, man. Love it.
I got this I'm getting ready to review. This is a Megatron. And he's glorious. He is a pretender Megatron. You open him up, make sure he doesn't fall out. And there's Megatron there on the inside.
He almost looks like a headmaster almost.
Well, we'll get into it. You need to watch the review. I'll be filming it tomorrow.
Fair enough.
And now I can't get him back in. He's all falling out, and I'll deal with that later. All right, let's see who's in the chat. See if anybody's throwing anything here. Prime's a good show. Yeah. The ending of Prime was amazing. I'm talking the end of the regular show, not the little Beast Wars movie that took place.
Beast Machines, not Beast Machines, Beast Wars or something like that. But yeah, I didn't get into that either.
Beast Hunters.
There you go.
Raz, that story's all over the place until you get about issue 50. There's some good continuity, but then they get some weird stories. But hey, it's 80s. You'll deal with it. What's this? Once you get past Beast Wars animation, the writing takes over. Yep, especially in the 3rd season. There's Fire Tox. There's Jib. Is that Jib or Gib? How you say
it's that? Jib. It's Gib. Yeah. He's also a TF Marauder member. Jibby. It sounds like a cheap peanut butter.
Every time he whips out his Megatron, it's hard to put it away. Yep. That's an issue. All right, where were we? See, we're getting derailed already. We're about ready to get into
not a problem.
OnlyFans territory. All right, number 3. What figure, do you have a favorite figure or grail? This is a figure you will never let go of. Say something bad happens. You have to sell your whole collection, but this one's not going anywhere.
It has to be my 2002 Megatron G1 reissue, signed by Frank Welker, not once, but twice.
There you go. You win.
I got a funny story about that. So it's not really funny, but yeah, I saw it at the my mom and pop store. Shout out to Golden Pot Collectibles in Pleasant Hill, California. Went in there one day and I saw it, and he had it graded, and so the signatures are already been authenticated. So I'm like, this is awesome. How much do you want for it? He goes $550. I was like, would you take a trade? Because he's big into GI Joes. So I had to give up my Serpentor, the Cobra Commander that comes with the Hiss tank. It also cost me the color changing Zartan and Dr. Mindbender when he was still hard to find. So those figures closed the deal for me to get that that Megatron.
And we're talking the 80s figures, right?
No, these are the classified.
80s. Oh, ooh. So this is a recent purchase.
Yeah. So I think I've had it about a year, maybe 2 years by now. Yeah, I think it's around that time. So yeah, I thought it was a bad trade, and this is what got me out of GI Joes because giving up so much to Prime characters and classified to obtain this Megatron. But Frank Welker, I never thought I was going to meet the man. Then I met him in March of this past year, and I'm glad I did the deal. He's everything you think he is. He is a sweetheart. He's a gentleman, a real class act. And my dumb ass, the first thing I say to him, "You really do sound like Fred from Scooby-Doo." And he just starts laughing.
I met Frank last year at TFCON in Baltimore, and I didn't have an in-box Megatron, but I got him to sign a Megatron Funko Pop.
Same here.
Funko Pop. We'll see if they get me up or not.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my Megatron. I want to be buried with that thing, and I would never part with it, even if I had to get rid of my whole collection. And my wife was like, "You really love this thing," and I was like, "Oh, I love it." I was like, "Just pray to God there's never a fire, because I don't want to have to choose."
And you must have a good wife. Why don't you just marry her? Look out.
Don't tip me.
If that happens, invite me to the wedding. I may fly out to the West. I want to see that happen.
Hey,
I'm wearing my Megatron shirt here.
Love it. Love it. I want to have some bed sheets like that.
I took this to TFCON Chicago, and I saw another guy wearing one. I was like, well, I can't wear it now.
Oh, man. Yes, you can.
I am that type. I want to be unique.
Hey, I don't blame you. Nothing wrong with that.
And you're joking about bed sheets. I got a story for you. Did you see me, as I have that G1 artwork style shirt?
I think I did see you, and it was a short sleeve, right? Kind of like the same material.
Yeah. So I was walking by these guys, and they were Oriental, and they said something like, "Oh, I like your shirt." I said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "No one like G1, baby." He said, "Big bed sheet," and walked by, and I was like, "What the hell did he say to me?" And of course, everybody I was with was rolling. Deluxe was there. He knows he said bed sheet.
Bed sheets.
Bed sheet, whatever.
Yeah, it might have been a flick in the nuts right there. But yeah, carry on.
we carried on. I think we're on the way to the Brazilian steakhouse. I'll let it go. Okay, number 4. What figure is your white whale, your most wanted toy? Say this one, for example, you find this figure. Of course, you already got that G1 box Megatron, but you find this one, you could be done collecting.
I don't necessarily think there's a figure, but because I've pretty much got everything that I ever wanted. However, what I don't have is an autograph and a handshake from Peter Cullen. I can retire a happy man if I can make that happen. And I know he's been dealing with some health issues, and at his age, getting up, to go to these cons and meet the people. Hats off to him first, but I hope he has one more run in him so I can hopefully get to him and tell him what he means to me. That's my ultimate grail.
Did I show you the video of him calling and wishing me a happy birthday?
No.
Want me to make you jealous?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a friend of mine that I met via YouTube. He's a comic book artist that happens to be friends with Peter Cullen. And last year, for my 50th birthday, he was having dinner with Peter Cullen and I think Bob Budiansky. There was some con somewhere, and they were going to, and he had Peter Cullen call me and wish me a happy birthday.
That's juice. Shout out to your friend.
And my wife, I was at a TJ Maxx with her. We're looking at Halloween stuff. So here's Peter Cullen calling me in a TJ Maxx. I'm trying to get my wife over. Yeah, I'll video this. So she missed a little bit of it. But here you go.
Congratulations. And remember, Jason, you'll all are one. Happy birthday, young man.
Thank you so much, sir.
Keep on farting, keep on growing, keep on eating, keep on living. Autobot, transform, and roll out.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much.
I would have been screaming like a 16-year-old girl at a Beatles concert if
I
that
was,
happened
I
to me.
was thrilled to death.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah,
I was grinning so hard my face was hurting.
I bet. I mean, yeah, that's the last. I mean, because lately, since I've been going to these cons, I've been getting to meet a lot of voice actors. And a lot of them been super professional. I wish there was more to tell about the stories when you ask them questions about lore. Hey, most of them are like, hey, it's just a check. Right before I met Frank Welker, I met Flint Dilley in passing, and I was still freaking out over that in March. So, like I said, Frank, hell of a guy, but Peter, that's my ultimate goal, is to meet him, and I probably could retire after that.
And what's great about most of the ones you meet is they understand that they're there because of us. I know back when they was cashing those checks, I'm just doing a voice for a toy and I'm going to move on. And here 40 years later, here we are, us 50-year-olds just bowing down before them. Oh, you were my childhood. And they love it and they appreciate it. I talked to Bob Budiansky for quite a while there in Chicago. He is such a nice guy, and he loves talking about the Lord just as much as we do.
Yeah. You know who's my MVP besides Arthur Bernhardt? Great dude. Got to hang out with him and talk to him on the phone yesterday. Charles Adler. I think he's the voice of Silverbolt. And he was signing a picture of Silverbolt for me. And the pen that they were originally using ran out of ink. And so he gives me another one. He goes, sorry, that's a rectal thermometer. Let me get you a pen. I dropped the pen on the table. And I was like, this dude is hilarious. He goes, I'm just messing with you.
That's awesome.
And he gave me this very stern face, like he had trying to get that thing out for 2 days.
Did you by chance talk to Jim Sorensen?
I did.
He was the guy in the cowboy hat.
I didn't get to.
Once you got talking with him, you were just in. Same with Proto Man. I've seen Proto Man at every TFCon. This is the first one I actually talked to him, and we talked for about 2 hours about everything. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy how cool and approachable some of these voice actors are, man. So kudos to them for, hanging out with the fans. Me and Deluxe got to hang out with, I think his name is Frank. I forgot his last name, the voice of Starscream on the animated version. I forgot his last name.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Deluxe knows. We were hanging out with him in LA. That was pretty cool.
All right, where were we? We still number 5. What is your favorite Transformer character from any fiction, any media? I won't judge.
Oh, I would have to probably give it to Cyclonus.
Nice.
Yeah,
heard that.
I see a lot of myself in that character. The loyal side of me always wants to go to bat for you, especially when I'm invested in you as the person. Thank you, Razor. When I'm investing you as a person, I do show a lot of loyalty. I can also show strength. I could be reserved. I can play my part, and also can show wisdom when needed. And I think Cyclonus does a fantastic job of inheriting all those characters and traits of himself.
And he just looks damn cool.
He's
the only person that could rock bunny ears.
Yep. Now that you said that, that messes me up. Okay. Got to put a bandana on him or something.
I remember I never had Cyclonus as a kid. I never had the G1 toy. And it wasn't until I think Thrilling 30 maybe when they released him in the deluxe scale with the Target Master. And then when I started getting into G1 in 2013, I finally got one. I was like, he had such a disappointing robot mode. The vehicle mode was spectacular. That was my favorite Decepticon jet. But then I'm like, man, his robot mode sucks. He had these big old Popeye forearms.
Yeah, it was like a hang glider or a kite. I've always wondered about him. Who would have been the voice actor for him if he got a speaking role in Transformers the movie, and how different would he would have been from the TV show compared to the movie?
I tell you what, as far as the TV show, I thought he had a great voice because he's got one of my favorite lines from the Rebirth. You'll do as I say or you'll die.
Hey, that's right. Yeah. A-Face was about to catch one. Yeah.
That's right.
Might want to fall in line, buddy. And I've always thought, like, who would have been a good voice actor? Would James Earl Jones have made a good Cyclonus?
Yeah, he would. That might be a good question to throw out there. Who would, in the 80s, we're talking about the 80s, been a great voice actor for Cyclonus? In the chat, let us know.
Has to be somebody somewhat mysterious but dark, but yet an anti-hero kind of a vibe to him.
James Earl Jones will be perfect.
Charles Bronson probably be on that list too.
Yeah,
maybe. Or
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh God, no.
Stallone. Hey, yo, Galvatron. Yo,
man, that'd be funny
anywhere with that. Pee Wee Herman.
Oh no. I'm alone.
All right. Let's wrap up your TF toy collector part, and let's get into the YouTuber part.
Sure.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. We got an agreement there. What possessed you, a grown-ass man, to do toy reviews on YouTube?
Well, it started off on TikTok, led by my great friend TNT. We used to all get together, and I'm the only friend that lives on the West Coast. So I hang out with a bunch of people from the South and the East, and I pretty much have no friends in the West Coast. And so he used to run a small get together where we just talk toys. And then we had a whole bunch of people in there that didn't know how to speak, talking crazy, being loud, obnoxious. And so I said I wanted to do something a little bit more structured. So I got the idea to say, hey, let's have all of us go over to YouTube where we can kind of control it. And so it started off as the TF committee. That's what we were before we moved over to the Marauders. My wife was pregnant then, so I was off for 5 months. So I had nothing but time, but just to hang out with my wife and the new baby. And so we were kind of just doing our thing as far as just getting together on YouTube. That's all it was supposed to be. And then it stopped. But I got to a liking of it. I was like, hey, I want to kind of keep doing this. What's the plan? And so a few of us got together and we continued to do it. And we were trying to find our niche because I didn't really want to do news because, Deluxe is doing it, Bots versus Con, yourself. So I kind of wanted to stay out the way. So we kind of had to figure out a way to have our own lane without stepping on anybody's toes. Now I know it's all fair game, and I think nobody would have a problem with us doing news, but I wanted to be different. So we started to get into lore. We did episodes on that. We did some fun episodes, and then we kind of got into data analytics, talking pricing, pulling data to see what people are saying on the open market about specific figures. And that's kind of been our niche there is, talking about pricing and trades and stuff to help new collectors out, find out true information about the figures that they are thinking about investing in. So I looked at it as a investor portfolio opposed to looking at it as a toys. Is it value and worth your time to want to pick up these type of toys at this price point?
And that's such a unique approach because nobody that I know of does that.
We want to stay out the way. We want to be just different. So when people reach out to us, hey, man, I'm thinking about this toy. Could you write a analysis report on it? And so I pull threads and see what other people who may have had the figure, what their point of view is, and document all of that stuff and give it a range of scores. And so people can just look at the report almost like a Carfax, see what the history was before you got it. Was the joints loose?
So cool.
Paint chipping, all that stuff.
And you do mainline, third party, or just
everything? Whatever? I even do different nostalgia. You want me to check out a Ninja Turtle? I can see how far he could split. So I get the data. It's not my own self data. It's data collected from forums. So it's people who are already saying this stuff. I like to take myself out of it. Sure, I can give an opinion, but I could be biased or one-sided. This way, the community keeps us honest. So it's everybody's opinion based into what we think this figure may be a yay or nay for yourself. And you don't have to agree with us. This is just food for thought. So we're not taking this is set in stone, but here's some options you want to look at before you purchase. Because we're all cheap. We all want the best deals. And we want to feel like we won when it comes to buying these figures. And, especially for third-party people, it's not like we can go back to Target and return some of this stuff.
That's where I was always so scared about buying third-party figures because a lot of the ones I got, you transform it, just mistransform it once, you're breaking something. And it's so hard to get that piece back. And that's kind of why I stick to a lot of the mainline stuff. And then my dumb ass starts collecting G1. You break one of those, you're really paying for it.
Seriously.
But going into what you said, and I've always mentioned that to a lot of people who want to become a YouTuber. I was like, the hard thing, a lot of people are like, what can I do to be different? I was like, well, just look around a little bit, but you're not going to be totally unique, because if you're going to review figures, you're going to end up being a pair of hands with a figure against a blank screen. That's just how it is.
Right.
That's like when I started, I thought, okay, I need to be more than that, because I like being in front of the camera. When I was in Iraq, that's when I learned to do a lot of filming. I got used to being in front of the camera. So I thought, I want people to know me as a person, just not hands. So it's going to be me, then the hands and the figure. Because I like to do my introduction, getting to know you.
Right.
And so that's my thing. Of course, I think a lot of other people do it, but everybody's got their own little spin. And to keep my reviews fresh, I never watch a review of a figure I'm going to review, because I want it to be my experience. I don't want to know anything about it until I get it in hand.
That's interesting. And this is why I take myself out of the review game. Sure, we'll go against it. Like we just did an episode on the top 10 paint jobs for third-party figures, and the Marauders chewed me up. Yeah.
I saw that video. I was going to watch that while I was waiting for this to pop up, and I thought, no, I only got a half hour.
They were not happy with me. Yeah. So I think some of them disowned me, because that list was based on user preference. And so we had to sit there and, you know, a lot of them were disagreeing. But then when you have people who disagree, you're speaking for the people, because a lot of the people probably wouldn't agree with that either. But I'm just putting it out there because now you got people speaking for you and things you may want to say. And so now you can go with that with a can of paint, like, hey, I can go look at this figure. It's either meeting my expectations or it's not. 3 of those guys on that panel saying what I feel.
It's nice to be able to have opinions, huh?
Yeah.
We discussed that earlier.
Right. Because we don't argue, we have a discussion. So
exactly. And that needs to happen more in this world.
Yeah. I refuse to argue. That's not what it is.
All right. Number 7. What keeps inspiring you to get in front of the camera? We spoke earlier how your channel, a lot of your videos disappeared before, but something inspired you to get back on it, to get to filming. What keeps you going?
I will say this, it's my team. Because without those guys, I feel like I would be doing a disservice to first of all our team, because we have such a wonderful time doing these videos and it's kind of become part of our lives. So it would be kind of a selfish decision to walk away, even though they probably would respect it. I don't want to leave my brothers, you know, hanging. 1, 2, there's a lot of dishonesty in this community, whether people are selling things that they're either overpriced or not selling what they're supposed to be selling, or there's limited information on certain videos of toys where we don't know if we should trust this buy. And so we like to speak for the people who are having a tough time, whether they should buy this figure or they shouldn't. So I feel like we want to support those people and help them buy, because we all have different price brackets of what we can afford. And some of us can't make that mistake when we buy a figure. So if you spend $300, which may have gone into your grocery bill, you may want to get this right. And if the Marauders can help with that, we're here to listen to you to give you better advice on whether you shouldn't buy this figure or not. So that's what kind of keeps me going. So it's my team and the community and the followers that we have. So yeah.
And you have to have fun while you're doing. I know a lot of guys who I hang out with are YouTubers. They get so upset because they're not getting views like they used to, or they're just not pulling in the numbers. Like, you have X amount of subscribers, yet you're only getting 100 views. And I get disappointed too if I don't get a lot of views, but I also do this because for me, it's fun. It's an extension of my hobby. There is nobody around here in my area that I know of that collects toys like I do. And for me, instead of where it used to be, where I'd buy a figure, mess with it, and put it on my shelf, now with YouTube, I get to show and tell, kind of like my catchy song says. It's an adult show and tell. And it's like this Megatron here. I had never even heard about this figure until a few years ago. I finally bought one, and I cannot wait to show it to others who may have not heard of this figure either. And so before, you know, I'd buy a figure, play with it, put it on the shelf. Thanks to YouTube, I buy a figure, play with it, film it, then put it on the shelf. So I get a little extra step in there.
Right. But then, you know, a lot of people count on you, and it's no different. Even though we're doing 2 different types of style of content, it's almost the same base because people trust you. You've built that reputation. And like how you were working the room at TFCON, That's how you ask for the sale. I came from sales before I got into IT. Sometimes you got to ask for the sale and put yourself out there. You got to do the marketing. So if people want to have a conversation with me, you got to do the work. And it's more than just getting on, YouTube and just pushing out a video. You got to meet the community and bring the community to you sometimes. That's how it works.
Well, and I decided I wanted to be a personality too.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be a figure reviewer, because I kind of catch myself in my videos when I'm doing my intros. I'm talking to you like you've been watching me since day one. And it's just my whole review thing is a series. And I also promise that what you see on camera is what you see at TFCON or at any other convention. And no matter the person, you want to talk to me, come up and I will talk to you. I don't care who you are. Right. Because I ran into a YouTuber that I liked years ago. And when I went up to talk to him, he treated me like dirt. And right then and there, I'd only been doing YouTube for a year. I swore to myself, if I ever get big or, or something recognized, I will never be like that. I will take the time, talk to anybody that wants to come up and see me, because I do this for you. Exactly.
And yeah, a lot of people there are some real scumbags who are at the top of YouTube, and they smile in your face and mean monkey behind your back, but that comes with the game. But yeah, people can tell that you're honest, and like I said, you will work in the room. I saw you, you're just as what you described on the channel and in person. So I can definitely vouch for that.
And I'll tell you what, of course, I told you the whole backstory in that one, but the guy who apologized to me in front of that whole crowd, that meant the world to me. Because you guys who've been on my channel for a long time, you knew my issue I had for a while being called Patriot Prime and how that offended so many folks. There was a guy at TFCON Chicago who was a hater of mine. And the only reason he hated me was because of my channel name. And he was going to tell me about it. He thought I was an asshole. And then he saw me interacting with people at TFCON, and he realized he was wrong. He came up and shook my hand. He apologized to me. We had a beer together, and then I went and had my YouTuber panel. He got in line to ask a question and then told everybody on a microphone, this whole big room, that he was wrong. He apologized. He came up and shook my hand again. And that meant the world to me.
I bet. And I'm glad it didn't get ugly. That's some scary things. You think you're safe at a con, but you definitely hearing that story definitely tells me that, keep your guard up wherever you go. So you just never
learned that a long time ago. Keep that head on a swivel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But you always think you're with brothers and sisters at these TF cons, because Transformer fans, we're a different group. We don't play by the same rules that other fans do. And we're supposed to be, embracive to one another. So, yeah, man. Like I said, you got family over here, and there's a bunch of us. So hopefully we don't have to thrash anybody. Let's keep it respectful, people.
Yeah. It's been a while. I think I can handle myself.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah.
All right. Where are we at now? Okay. I think you've already answered this. I asked, there are thousands of toy reviewers on YouTube. What differentiates you from the rest? And of course, you said your whole deal with your analytics, if you will.
Yep.
So let's go into 9, which is, what are your thoughts on the Transformers social communities, YouTube, Facebook, and do you have any special shout outs?
Well, first of all, I want to say to my collab and my brother, my partner in crime, he runs the Third Party Kingdom Facebook page. So if you're not following that page, it's a great group of people where they do trades, raffles, and you can talk about any toys. It doesn't have to be Transformers. Everything is welcome. You can even promote your stuff in there. So check out the Third Party Kingdom.
What do they call Third Party Kingdom? Is it
ran by Chris Horton?
RD? Is it 3RD?
Yep. No, it's T
spelled out
3K. Yeah, you should find it.
TP. Oh, I saw him. He's wearing a shirt that had that on it. TPK.
Yep.
I think I met that individual.
Yeah, he was with me at the TFCON.
Well, TPK just ran up all kinds of crap, so that's not working. I was hoping to find it, and I was going to share it.
I'll send you the link.
Okay. Let me try one more time, and I'll put in the chat if I can get it.
Let me get it.
Yeah, I think I ran it. Was he there with his wife at TFCon?
That's correct.
And he was wearing the Shockwave shirt.
Yes, I believe so. So
I'm not
that's.
finding him.
Let me put it
Oh,
in
well.
the chat. Can I chat?
You should be able to. TP3K. There we go. Oh, there
There
they
you
are
go.
right now. They are in the chat.
Yep.
Speak and ye shall find.
Yeah. So that's we are partnered up. So we run the Marauders. We have the Third Party King. Those are our groups, led by me and Chris. And yeah, it's been a wonderful partnership ever since me and him got together with the rest of the team. Also, I run the Marauder Exchange, where I do analytics reports. You're currently in the channel, Jason. And so what I do is I'll pick a figure, study that figure, and put out a rating system based on what users have to say about it. Also, I do pricing as well. So if you're trying to figure out what you should spend on this figure, all the data is there. And do I get it wrong? Sometimes I do guesstimates where we think this figure is going to be. That doesn't mean it's true. This is based off of the information of what people are saying about it before it's released. And I'll do it. I'll run the numbers again once the figure, enough people get it in hand so I can collect more data. I try to run about 1,000 to 2,000, maybe even 5,000 people getting that much information in on one figure so we can have an honest conversation.
My God, I have a hard enough time balancing my checkbook. You got mad skills, my friend.
Hey, yeah, that's what happens when you work in tech in the Bay Area. So you pick up a thing or two.
I work a government job. I just piss people off.
Hey.
That's another thing why I like doing YouTube and collecting toys. It gets me out of the real world for a while.
Oh, yeah. I love this world much better.
Yes. Plastic crack all day long. Well, my final question is for you. Do you have any channel goals for the Marauders, for yourself? And where can our viewers find you? I mean, plug yourself now. This is your time to talk about you. I do want everybody to know that the link to the Marauders YouTube channel is in the description of this video. So after you're done here, just hit that description right now, sign up, follow him, subscribe, watch my interview with, or his interview with me from last week.
Please, that was so much fun. Some people are asking for a part 2. They felt the episode was too short. I was like, really? Let's
do a part 2. It's funny because this is another thing I like about our community and the Transformers community.
Yep.
I had never met you before the parking lot of Giordano's Pizza.
That's correct.
You're from the West Coast. I'm from the East Coast, hillbilly from West Virginia. And we're talking like we have known each other for years. And that's what these pieces of plastic do, man. I love it.
Well, I sat down and really studied your content. So when I have somebody on, it's important to me. I know you were a little frightened because you thought we were going to go into third party, but no, we were going to be completely mainline. And sometimes it's fun to go back to the mainline stuff. So I had a great time talking to you about mainline stuff and how important that stuff is. So definitely had a good time.
And I loved it. I enjoyed it.
On
to you.
Okay. So I'm sorry. What was the question? One more time.
Hell, I don't know. Do you have any channel goals for yourself? Okay. And where can our viewers find you?
Sure. So my channel goal is to be as correct as possible. I don't really need to be the biggest, the fastest, or none of those things. I just want to put out good content, have a great laugh, and people enjoy themselves. It's not a numbers race for us. For us, it's mainly just to make sure that we honor what we signed up for when we got into the community, having a good time, meeting great people, and not take things so serious as far as like if we have a difference of opinion. This is your collection. I shouldn't tell you how you should feel about your collection because at the end of the day, you go into that room, not me. So if you like it, I love it for you. And that's how we all should think. But a lot of people don't feel that way. So for me, channel goals is maybe on the selfish side, maybe, me and the Marauders could do a panel, get to meet some more people. I'm trying to go to 2 cons a year so I can get my face out there, maybe get some sponsorship from one of the major retailers in the US. That would be kind of cool. And then as far as channels, like I said, we do the TF Marauders. We shoot every Saturday, usually once a week. So a lot of people are asking us to do more content. I'm trying to do more content, but we all got jobs, lives, kids, and all of that stuff. So it's kind of hard for us all to get together sometimes. So you can find us on TF Marauders channel. Like and subscribe, say hello. I'm Jonathan Williams on Facebook, so you can find me. I'm standing next to the Metroplex, which everybody says, you make that thing look so small. So
I think everybody got their picture of that thing.
yeah. So you can find me there. And you can also check out the Marauder Exchange. Like I said, call me out on stuff. It's not disrespectful to me. If you feel something is off, it's a figure that you have and you know it well, please tell me so I can look back at the numbers and see what I missed, or maybe it does alter the numbers a bit. It's all about having a conversation. We're not arguing, we're debating. That's it.
That's right. The main thing about the comments on the YouTube channels, be respectful. You don't if you don't like what we say, you don't have to call us names about it. You don't have to do stuff, because me and the block button have become good friends over the last few years. So
yeah,
I will interact with people that respect me, and I'll respect you, and that's just how that works.
Yeah, like I said, we're all for a debate. And Chris on his show, Let's Talk About It, he has a segment called Stand on Business. And if you have a disagreement with what the Marauders or what the third party is saying, he'll invite you on live and call you out right there. Not in a negative way, but to allow you to speak your piece. Not everybody does that. So big ups to Chris for doing that.
Nice. And I remember what I was going to say. If you want to get on a panel at a con, reach out to the con and ask. That's how I get on panels. To be honest, I have never asked to be on a panel. Either Rodimus Primal has reached out and says, hey, you're going to do a YouTube panel. If we're the first ones to ask, we're on it. I didn't even know I was going to do a panel in Chicago until Treebot messaged me and says, hey, you want to do a panel with me? Sure. But I've decided, me personally, I'm retiring from the YouTube panels. I have been to 5 TFCons and I've been on 4. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah,
so
I've never done one, so that'd be kind of cool.
Let it go. I'm going to let it go on to the next group. So I am retiring from YouTube panels. I have more fun out in the lobby anyway.
Hey, that's where all the networking goes down. I mean, this time, like I said, I'm pretty caught up on all my toys. So now it's about working the room and, getting to meet people. Hey, well, thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. And speaking of meeting people, how long have we been on? We've been on for 47 minutes. I like to go for about an hour. I open it up now to the chat. Do you have any questions for me or Prime Dynamixx? Now's the time. Ask. I'll try to highlight you and we'll talk to you and carry on for a couple more minutes. I like to get off here around 11 o'clock because some people got to go to work early in the morning. Because here in the East Coast, it is 10:48.
7:48 here. Any West Coast people in the chat?
Great show today.
Thank you, Kevin.
I like this. You see this comment? This hits the nail on the head.
Hey, that's what it's all about, Ivan. Like we said, we're trying to have one big community where everybody gets along and we can have different shows because it creates new content when we're doing all of these Marvel universes. So
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, no problem coming over here to Earth. What Earth?
It's our multiverse of madness.
Yeah, I'm in Earth. I'll use my area code. I'm in Earth 925. So that's what Earth we're on. So, but it's nice to finally get to hang out with more people, and I'm looking forward to the next con in LA. I don't know who's going to be there. Anthony
asked just a while ago if you were going to TFCON LA.
I will be there. I already paid for my ticket, flight, everything's good to go. So I will be there. Anthony, if you see me, please say hello.
Star Toys Tracks is your grail, and you can't live without it.
This guy here, that's my partner in crime, Chris Horton. He's the leader of the third party kingdom, and he's saying foolishness right now about that tax figure. I'm definitely calling the government about tax evasion, what the third party kingdom's going through right now.
That's the office right below me, actually.
They're hiding files.
Here's a good one. I have been interested in starting reviewing like you all. I love Transformers. Any recommendations on equipment or where to start? Well, for me, I am super high tech. I film on my phone. I edit on my phone. I have 3 LED lamps from Lowe's and my newest purchase from Amazon, this awesome ring light that I put my phone in. I also have a white backdrop that is marine vinyl that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I think my whole setup, $16, 10, I may have $40 in my whole setup for YouTube.
I'm going to say this, Ivan, find your niche first before you start investing into equipment. Make sure you feel comfortable in front of the camera. Maybe rehearse and do some lives. Find a team. Sometimes if you don't, some people are good at speaking by themselves. Some people require a team to do YouTubes. So kind of find your niche first and then think about the content you want to do. Sometimes it helps to write it down so you don't have dead air, and just practice it. Even though if you don't sound good the first time, keep going until you find your niche. And once you find out you'll be comfortable with the camera, the rest is all easy.
Because it's a learning experience from day one. You watch my first video, I suck. I'm terrible.
Same here.
Like, you learn. Like, for example, I've learned how to speak into the microphone. I've learned how to enunciate. And of course, my whole gimmick too is I don't use a script. I want your experience and my experience with that figure as well. Because there's a lot of times I'm reviewing, I may transform the figure wrong because I'm not going to spend hours learning it perfectly to show you on camera. I want you to experience what I'm experiencing as a buyer.
Right.
But that's just me. I mean, if you want to be scripts, if you want to face the camera, if you just want to be the hands on the table, as I talked about earlier, just find your niche, research, get creative. So there's all kinds of ways you can do it.
Yeah, try to do a few different ways. See if you, like I said, if you're a team, that's cool. If you're not, like, I think I do better with the team.
Last count was around 7,000 figures.
That
was like last year, and that's like, of course, I have combiners that all my combiners are in their combine mode to save space, and then I got figures in storage, which I hate. I like having everything out.
Yeah, I'm about 500. I kind of minimized all the stuff that I'm doing, so I don't really buy as like I used to. It's like only the ones that I really am into. Okay,
everybody, make sure and support Deluxe when you do that. I mean, put a link. You're a friend. I'll share your link. I may not watch, but I'll share a link.
Well, he spends enough time on the floor when he's recording, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Legend. Oh man, that's my man right there. OnlyFans. Come on, Deluxe. Put your clothes back on.
It'll be Deluxe floor time. Oh,
Deluxe After Dark.
Hail Hasbro, baby.
Oh man, that's funny. What else we got? Come on, people.
Hit us. Belly button picks daily. I dare you. He just got himself a new home, so he's got to make that extra money now.
All right, you got some kinky followers.
We all do. There's some of those I've had to block too. I was like, my wife cannot see what pops on these chats sometimes. Only figs. Well, that could be a Newton's channel. That could be about cookies too. You gotta be careful.
Hey, yeah, good point. Like that. Only figs.
Only figs.
Where Deluxe sits in the bathtub naked eating Newton.
Oh, shut up before I get a mental picture.
Love you, Deluxe.
What do you got down the line? Asked Deluxe. Like, what's up? What's next? What do you got? I'm assuming that's what he means. What do you got coming up next?
So I'm working on Deluxe's episode now. I asked him to do the one-on-one sit down. Let's chat. So we'll be reaching out to him by the end of the week to kind of schedule a time with him. Then we got the leader of the third party kingdom. We're going to reshoot our episode because that one got taken down. So we're going to do that. What else we got going on? And just collecting figures. I got into sports cards. So I've been kind of half invested in the toys now that I've gotten into high-end sports cards. I just bought a Michael Jordan rookie card PSA 8 this evening.
Ooh.
So I can't wait to get that in hand. So I'm kind of building my portfolio when it comes to cards.
There you go. That's for you.
You know what's funny? I tried to work out a deal with X-Transbots. We tried to get a figure done. We were going to do an exclusive for the TF Marauders with Slug Slinger with the black and white color, because obviously that was an error in the Rebirth episode. So there's no figure of that exists. I know Hasbro's doing one in the dark blue, but I was going to try to get it made in black and white, how it appeared on the cartoon. And when we tried, we just couldn't get the numbers right.
I have all the rest of the aerial bots to do. Going to do those this weekend. I've got Skydive, Fireflight, and the Superion set to do. I also have Onyx Prime, my Cronus Prime. Everything I ordered from Toyhax all of a sudden hit me at once the other day. I've got so many toys. That's probably going to be my December Toyhax.
Oh, I bought those tweezers. I got a set of those. So
those are glorious.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Have you both completed your G1 figures from 84 to 90? So as far as 90 is concerned, there's a lot of Action Masters I don't have. I never think of the Action Masters when I do my G1s. But as far as like the G1 Transformers that turn into robots, I lack Vroom, Skyhammer, and Blue Streak. That's it.
Interesting. I'm pretty uniform to the cartoon, so if you didn't appear in the cartoon, I really don't want the figure. So pretty much for me, I have not gotten them all. I only got what Hasbro's released. Now that I moved completely over to third party, I'm trying to get all those figures. So right now, I'm pretty much caught up to date. I think I'm missing Reflector and Shockwave. Oh, and Grapple and Inferno. I need him too. And then the rest of my current releases, I should have those whenever they drop.
Now, are you after the G1 versions or you want the current releases?
It's G1 all third party.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. So once I complete that, I probably will not collect as much and focus on other toys. Masks and sets coming back around, might get heavily into that. I'm pretty caught up on Voltron, got my Lions, got my vehicle set. Ordered a really nice Ninja Turtle van plus the figures. They're 1/18 scale from Joy Toys. So got that stuff coming. And hopefully get the Cops Bullet. I'm waiting for Big Bad Toys to release that. May get into Brave Star and praying to God that we get some figures from Visionaries. Looking to get those too. And Jason the Wheel Worlds. I would like those as well.
Wow. There were so many cool 80s toys. The only thing, it was funny, like you said, we could only get what our parents could afford.
Mm-hmm.
I did Transformers. My brother collected G.I. Joe. My sister did She-Ra. All right, Deluxe, thanks for joining us. We'll be shutting down here in about 3 minutes, too. Appreciate you joining us. Just ordered Toyhax decal. Speaking of just ordering things, I just ordered the Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus. I don't know why I didn't get that figure when he first came out. And then all of a sudden the late tax appeared where he was went 89 to 150. Amazon got him back down to 89. Then he sold out within a week. And then he's back up again. So I got him today.
Nice. He's at GameStop. I saw him twice there. This was over the last couple days.
I don't have a GameStop anymore.
That's right.
My area sucks. Yeah, I'm in BFE, bumfucked Egypt. I have a Walmart. I have an Ollie's. I have $15 Generals.
I wish we had an Ollie's out here. I was like, what the hell is Ollie's? I still don't know what Ollie's is. It seems like it's a Ross thing.
It's mainly just Star Wars and Marvel. It's all the figures nobody wants. I rarely find a Transformer figure I don't have.
Oh, they'll sell like weird stuff like the bone versions of Transformers, BS like that. Yeah.
Well, you get the tons of the exclusives that didn't sell. Like there was tons of Pterosaurs at my Ollie's from the Beast Wars they re-released. A few of the retro Insecticons that were in the Toon collars.
Yeah, that's boring. I hear the Ollie's in I want to say in Texas are pretty good. Seemed like they were getting a lot of good stuff a few years ago when they were pulling out a lot of G.I. Joes. A lot of people were finding a lot of the Army Builder soldiers there.
Mm-hmm. And I think if I'm not mistaken, when Siege, I guess it was Siege, did the Titan, what's his name? Omega Supreme appeared at Ollie's there for a while for like $50.
That's crazy. I know I got seen a Triptychon at Ross. He was for $49. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They had him. Sorry? No, the one before. But I've heard people are saying that the new one is starting to show up.
I don't have a Ross either.
Might be time
All
to
right,
leave West
well,
Virginia.
we are at an hour, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this sit rep down. We had a great time. I think we averaged about 24 viewers tonight. So for everybody that showed up and watched us live, thank you very much. I love that you participate in the chat. Chat's always fun. Big shout out to my friend Prime Dynamixx, who I met at a pizza place parking lot, and now look at us. Thanks to Transformers and Chicago Deep Dish.
Hey, stranger things have happened. Glad to be here.
Oh, and I appreciate you coming on. And definitely, you want to do a part 2 on your show, you know how to reach me.
Well, the Marauders would love to meet you. So, yeah, we're going to bring you into a world of mischief.
I love this. All right. Well, once again, Prime Dynamixx, thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the TF Marauders. Check out their link in the description below. So once again, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.